With a great degree of alarm because these sort of things were incidents that we thought we had put in our past, in our really dark, distant past of 30-odd years when the trouble started. These sort of targeted killings were seen in the early 90s. Post, let's say, 98, post 2000 or so, these things were few and far between. So to have targeted killings of civilians, and yes, the last week has seen about 7 or 8, but it's about 28 for the year, and pinpoint targeted civilian attacks is something I think we should all be alarmed by. And we should be asking why this is happening. Well, then the ratio should change. In the 28 that have been killed this year, if my information is correct, I think 21 are Muslims. The rest are non-Muslims, which doesn't justify any of the killings. But it then doesn't also lend itself to the argument that this is an attempt at ethnic cleansing, because then you would expect that the number of non-Muslims killed would far outweigh the number of Muslims. These are casualties of an ongoing battle with terror that Jammu and Kashmir is fighting. I can understand people playing politics with this. It's always happened, it will continue to happen. So I'm not surprised it's happening. I'm disappointed that this sort of twist is being given to what is obviously a very tragic situation, but it's not surprising. You've followed politics for decades now. In politics, there are no permanent friends, no permanent interests, no permanent enemies, just permanent interests. It clearly didn't serve their interests to be associated with the National Conference any longer. So be it. They're not the first people to leave the National Conference. They won't be the last. We have survived many departures. We will continue to survive departures. Honestly speaking, it is far less a blow to the National Conference than it is to me personally. Because I had invested a lot in my relationship, particularly with Devender, but also with Surjit Salathia. And for years now, I've been shielding Devender and to an extent Salathia from the sort of conspiracies in the party, particularly against Devender. I staked my own personal credibility to give him a degree of comfort in the party. Today those people were right and I was wrong. That's okay.